Hello everyone, my name is Faisal and I welcome you to this presentation about 2018 flu season. Now, 2018, just like previous years, is expected to have a deadly flu season, and every year millions of people die from flu, especially vulnerable people from the age 65 above, who are considered more vulnerable to flu than young people. Now, many hospitals and clinics see a surge in flu cases during the flu season, and and they don't have the sufficient staff to take care of all those cases. That is the purpose of this presentation and this analysis. Now, starting off to our first slide, we have a chart that based on our data from population and flu deaths from 2009 and 2017. We can see a direct relationship between the number of population and the number of flu cases. We can see that as the number of population rises, the number of deaths also rise in those states. For example, here in California, we can see that with a population of 36 million, the number of deaths are also higher, 5,700. And on the other hand, we have a state of Hawaii with a population of 1.4 million only, with 458 flu cases, flu deaths. So we can conclude from this that when the number of population in a state is high, we can also expect more flu cases. And since there's a direct relationship, we can also see from these bigger circles that which shows the number of vulnerable population, and those states with higher population is also high, whereas in states with lower population, the circles are also small, showing that the number of vulnerable population is also smaller. Now, going off to our next slide, we have a density map of population, and we have a non-vulnerable and vulnerable population percentage in each state. In our left chart, we can see the percentage of vulnerable population in each state, and we can also see the number of population. It's sorted based on the number of population. We can conclude from this chart that the number of vulnerable population in each state is between 20 to 24%. But however, some states, will have way more vulnerable population than others. For example, in California, with a 21% population, we can see that here in California, 21% of that is like around 70 million. However, in a state, in a smaller state, like with less population, like North Dakota, with 5.6 million population, we can see that the number of vulnerable is only around 1.3 million. And these bigger circles show the bigger number of vulnerable population. So from this chart, we can see that some states have a higher number of vulnerable population. However, the ratio of vulnerable population is almost the same, around 20% and 20 to 24% in each state. And going off to our next slide, we have a forecast of our flu season in each state, and for 2018. So in this forecast, we can see in first hand historically that flu season has started from December until going all the way until March of that year. Historically, it's been almost the same with some differences. Going from December until March of that year. So we also from 2018 we can expect almost around the same time. So we can expect the flu season to start by the end of December and going all the way until March of that year. So we should expect at least around 6 months of flu season, and with major cases, major spikes in around January to March. So therefore the staffing that we will consider should be based on this data as well. Now we can also see from this chart that some states will have way higher flu deaths. We can expect way higher flu deaths, and these are, as we discussed previously, major states. These are major states, for example, California, New York, and Texas. And smaller states with less population, we can expect them to have lesser flu cases. Now, going off to our final insights that we have got from this data and analysis, we have seen that flu deaths are positively correlated to the number of population. So more population means more flu cases and therefore more deaths, and especially vulnerable people are more likely to get flu. So we will consider those as well, especially big vulnerable people and bigger population. For example, in states like California, Texas, and New York. And also, based on this, we can expect major spikes in states with higher population than those with lower population. Now, based on our data, we recommend that staffing for different hospitals and clinics should start way before 2018 because the flu cases start to spike on January. And based on this, we should also consider staffing based on the number of percentage of vulnerable population, which is around 20 to 24% in each state. So we should consider sending a bit more staff to states with 24% vulnerable population than those with lesser percentage. Thank you very much for your time, and bye-bye.